How many times in the past have you heard a mayor say, oh, this could have happened anywhere? And while that statement's true, it happened here in Woodstock. And for the past 3 years, this community has been under a cloud. Ironically, this morning the sun is shining. There's still clouds in the sky, but our town will accept that as a symbol that it's time to begin the healing process. And there is not a one-size-fits-all solution to deal with the emotional roller coaster that so many people experienced over the past 36 months. For the parents and family of Tori Stafford, I'm telling them something that they already know, something they've already experienced, that the community is relieved to hear the verdict and to know the trial is finally over. So in conclusion, as a civic leader, for our educators, for the police, for social services, and the list goes on, we share a collective accountability to work harder to make our communities safer. We cannot ignore the challenges. Like every community, we have issues with drugs, we have issues with domestic violence, but we can seize the opportunities as the city moves forward, and we can do so because of the inspiration of the innocence of Tori Stafford. The community will lovingly remember her.
It's a bittersweet experience because we are very pleased with those convictions, but at the same time, we truly wish in our hearts, every single one of us, that we never had to be here in the first place. We truly wish that Victoria hadn't been victimized and that our community hadn't been victimized. As the mayor said, our community did take some heat, did take some criticism in the early stages of this investigation. We are a community that suffers all the same social ills as any other community in this country. I think what sets our community apart is a compassionate response our citizens had to Victoria's disappearance, to Victoria's murder, this compassionate support that they extended to the MacDonald family and the Stafford family, and the truly remarkable support that they extended to our police service and the joint OPP Woodstock police team, calling in thousands of tips, and I mean 5,000 or more tips. They held back nothing, and they wanted to see justice done just as much as we did, and they contributed to achieving that justice throughout these last 3 years. I won't give them any kind of status as saying that they are evil, because they are not. They are pathetic misfits, in my view. But what they did do is they inflicted a very evil act that focused attention on Woodstock. But I can tell you, there are people out in society, right across this country, who will victimize our children. And we have to be vigilant for that. We have to do what we can to reasonably safeguard our children without going into hysteria or a mass panic mode. But this investigation has happened in the past. It's happened in large communities. It's happened in small communities. And I hate to say this, but I think the reality as a police officer, as a police chief, is it will happen again, because there are people who victimize innocent, defenseless, perfect children.